Let's start from the beginning. I pick up the keys to my land and it has an abandoned cabin on it. It had 4 raccoons that were just casually living up in the attic. Then we demoed the entire interior, cleaned everything, found many mice, and then the cherry on top. We found a massive carpenter ant nest, which surprised, yeah, there's actually 2 nests. Now here we are, a fully demolished interior of a cabin with our new friends, the carpenter ants. But no one said saving this cabin and bringing it back to life would be easy. So let's kick off this video not at the cabin in northern Maine, but Pennsylvania. Is this a weird way to start an episode? Probably. Welcome back to the channel. I am currently in Pennsylvania. Probably wondering why. And this is also not my truck. I'm in my mom's car, so my truck is in the shop right now. Bummer, but that's okay. I woke up at 2 a.m. with Sky. We drove all the way to Pennsylvania. Currently, Maria is about 10 minutes away with Taz. Sky, Lila, and I will have Taz for about 3 to 5 weeks. It depends. If you don't know who Taz is Maria's dog. Maria's my best friend. Taz is Sky's best friend, right back there. We're all best friends, literally. Yeah, she has some cool stuff going on where she can't bring Taz, and obviously I'm gonna take Taz because I'm obsessed with her. So we're gonna pick up Taz this morning, drive back to Rhode Island, pick up my truck so I can give my mom her vehicle back, spend about a day or 2 with Lila and Taz and Sky, and then we're headed up to the cabin. So I won't drag you along for all of that because we have to get straight into the nonsense that the cabin is. The cabin is really bad right now and we have a lot to discuss about that. Okay, but yeah, it's fine. It's fine. The cabin isn't killing me emotionally or anything. I'm kidding, I love the cabin and I'm really happy about it. It's a joke, I promise. We're the blue dot. Look how close. She's fragile. Besties. Gangs all together. Gangs all together. It's not just Sky and I at the cabin anymore. We're not alone. Do you want to say hi? You want to say hi, Daddy? Okay. Now here we are. The 3 of us are up at the cabin. I've been gone for longer than I wanted to be. Okay, and now that I'm back, we have so many projects that literally need to get done today. I mean, just today. And I have people coming up to the cabin that are coming to help me. So right now is basically crunch time, as well as showing you guys why we have 2 bottles of poison. The first thing on the agenda is this shed is a disaster and it needs a lot of organization. I don't mind dealing with the mice problem. I really don't. It's just part of being out here. But the issue is I know how they're getting in. Not only that, I have a lot of electrical stuff in here, like tools, just a lot of wires that can't be chewed through. And that's kind of what mice are known for. So we gotta close this shed up so we can actually put stuff in here. I've been keeping all my stuff all over the place. It just needs to be in here. And we'll figure it out as the day goes on. We have some spare wood that I kept from when I built the tiny house, actually. So no time to waste. Let's get cutting and put some wood on. I don't want to take the easier route necessarily, but no way we have enough wood. 1, 2, this would take me probably all day. This might be dumb. It's a fun part about being out in the woods, right girls? You can do dumb stuff and find out the hard way if it works or not. As you guys know, I struggle with sleep a lot. I have a lot of issues with sleep, especially with all the stress of the new cabin and everything. It's made my sleep a lot worse than it already was, which is why I'm so excited to finally be working with Beam. Now, like a lot of you guys, I don't enjoy taking sleep products because the next morning I always wake up and feel like that brain fog, almost making it pointless for taking a sleep product to get a good night of sleep, and then you just wake up feeling terrible. With Beam, I fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and wake up just feeling refreshed. It's non-GMO, vegan, dairy-free, gluten-free, and no added sugars. It is delicious. Let me show you how to make it. Step 1, pick your flavor. I have these 2 and they're both incredible, but I'll go with brownie batter tonight. Step 2, grab your mug, Step 3, take your water or milk of choice and put it in the mug. Step 4, 1 scoop into the mug. And then step 5, I like to personally warm mine up. It is so easy to keep it part of my routine, especially when it tastes so good. It's like a sweet little treat right before bed. Kind of like a hot chocolate if you want to warm it up, which I do. How can you go wrong with that, you know? Dream contains natural sleep ingredients. Alone, these ingredients are powerful, but together, it makes an incredible nighttime sleep blend that just eases your body into sleep and makes you stay asleep too. I recently found Beam through a YouTube video exactly like what you're watching right now. Decided to give them a shot, and quite frankly, I've been hooked ever since. They are just that incredible, which is why I am so excited to say that Beam are giving you guys a coupon code where you can get up to 30% off your order. I meant to say 35% off, not 30% off. I'm sorry. Just click the link down below, use my code BeccaY at checkout, and you can save up to 35% off. Make sure to click the link down below, start getting a better night's sleep. Thank you again to Beam for sponsoring today's episode. I'm moving this party inside the cabin. The last time you guys saw the cabin, the last episode, and the last time I was up here, there was a wall, like a massive section. Like half this wall was, you know what I'm trying to say. The issue is that wall was basically doing nothing because the 2 beams on the top were completely hollow. What? How did that happen? Also, if you're wondering where the beam went, probably should have mentioned that. Frank, the raccoon guy, Frank, is a legend.
We need to try this up.
The raccoons chewed through everything, and all the wires, the main wires, were pretty much trash. So while I was gone picking up Taz, Sky's chemotherapy appointment, I hired him to rewire the cabin for me. He's getting compensated and paid, do not worry. This is a little bit too much of a favor to ask for someone.
This is going to be for the kitchen, so we want the initial wiring to be a ground fault, and then any wet location, make sure that it's connected to the ground fault. This way you don't get electrocuted. And these 2 wires will feed the next outlet, and then these 2 wires will feed the 2 outlets on that side.
But he put up puck lights because I said I really wanted puck lights. So we have 4 puck lights on this side of the cabin, and it looks so cool.
Recessed LEDs with a variable light source. The box is installed right up in the ceiling. Plug it in, and all you just have to snap it in place. This is what we have. Nice and bright and dimmable.
He's almost done. He's not completely done, as you can see. Like, a bunch of wires are still there and whatnot. He still has some wiring left to do, so he's gonna swing by in a little bit. So that's the update on the cabin. That's what I missed while I was gone, is the wall is gone and the wiring is like 90% done. Now it's time to have a serious chat. This cabin was abandoned for a very long time. Basically, I've yet to say this to you guys, but I think it's so many of you guys are just commenting about it that it needs to be said. Moral of the story, the owner who lived here full time passed away, and his family took over the property and never did anything with it. So 2 years before he passed, since he's passed, this was all pre-COVID. It has been a very long time. And talking to my neighbors, they also said it's probably been around 8 to 10 years since anyone's even touched this place. So that's how I know the information. Now, a lot of you guys always ask about the raccoons and what happened to the raccoons. And I noted in the video that I had suspicions, but I didn't want to talk about them necessarily. Mostly because I'm just nervous to upset anyone. But I need to get past that, so this is what happened. When we initially saw the raccoons up in the attic, I didn't want to deal with it because I felt like A, the property was overpriced. B, I know they said it sold as is, deal with what's there, but that wasn't a part of what was going on. So I asked my real estate agent if it was okay if they got rid of the raccoons. Now, we're already taking so long to close the property deal, and it was already a lengthy period. We didn't hear anything back for multiple days. And I just got to the point where I was like, okay, tell them never mind. Like, I don't want them paying for the trapper, whatever. But I want that to be known. I said pay for the trapper because I got quotes of how much it was going to be to get the raccoons out. And we told them how much we found out it was. No response for 3 days. And then I believe it was day 4. I said, tell them never mind because I don't want to prolong this anymore. I'll deal with raccoons. I'll be able to film it. I already know the trapper. Like, I talked to Frank over the phone, like, whatever. I'll deal with it. It's fine. We'll just sell me the property as is, baby. Let's just run it. They agree to that, and then we're good. They ended up finally answering after I said I would deal with it, and they said, okay. We go forward with it. I come here one last time to look at the property before we pick up the keys the following day, or in 2 days. I can't remember necessarily. And when we came in here, I heard something. Now I know what I heard was not raccoons and it was carpenter ants, which we'll get into. But that's what I thought it was raccoons. I was like, oh, they're still here. And then the following day or in 2 days after, Frank came and they were dead. So within that time frame of those few days of no response, I believe the old owners came and poisoned them. I mean, there's legitimately no other answer. It's Maine, you know? They live in southern Maine, but it's still Maine. And people up here do not call trappers. They do this thing called kill them. So I wanted to clear the air up on that because I understand the confusion on everything. I was just really nervous that, God forbid, they saw my video and I just accused them of killing 4 raccoons. But I've kind of gotten to the point where I don't care because there's so many of you guys that are questioning what happened. And at the end of the day, I'd rather be transparent with you guys. So I'm sorry I didn't say that in the beginning. I just hope you know that sometimes I feel like I have almost too big of a heart. And I got scared that they were gonna, I don't know. It was stupid. That's what happened. They 100% poisoned them. I mean, we got no response for multiple days. And then when I came here, there were pieces of wood missing from when I was recently there. So someone was here, is what I'm saying. Yeah, there's a bunch of clues that lead me to that conclusion. So there's that. Now, the noise that I heard were carpenter ants. They make this weird noise. I can't do it. Picture a sound of like ants eating through wood. That's what carpenter ants are. Listen. Class is in session. Get ready for this. Not only are carpenter ants the largest ant species, okay? Where's my phone? Carpenter ants are among the largest ants in North America, with worker ants typically ranging from 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch long. Queens can be even larger, reaching 3/4 of an inch in length. Those are massive. These are the worker ants, ranging from thousands of them, and then there's one queen. Their job is to please the queen. Carpenter ants will dig holes and tunnels, like you guys saw with my beam, and do whatever the queen says. You cannot get rid of carpenter ants unless the queen dies. Let that sink in. I've never been so educated on an ant species in my life. They are insane. They will do anything for their queen. Honestly, props. Gentleman of the year, I would say, but... So I had a lot of comments in my last video saying that carpenter ants are actually easy to get rid of, but based off my research, I'm hearing the complete opposite. So yes, this video was filmed before that video went live, and now I'm honestly just confused. Are carpenter ants actually hard to get rid of, or were the few comments that I read actually right on them being easy? I have no idea. My situation's a little bit more unique considering they've been here for so long, but maybe that does make it easier. Anyways, enjoy your educational ant species moment. Let's talk strategy. We have 2 products here. I will leave the video where it gave me the best information linked down below because I watched tons of videos. People end up dealing with carpenter ants for years. They're one of the hardest to get rid of. This is carpenter ant bait. This goes only on the exterior, the outside of whatever structure, property, home, cabin, my case, that they're trying to get into or that they go in and out of. You can sprinkle it all around or you can put it in these little bait bins. So what you do, take this, put it in it, kind of line them up where you see them getting inside. They'll take it and obviously die, but this is only meant for bigger ants, so you're really trying to target the queen, if that makes sense. Because the queen has a BBL, she big. This stuff right here, don't even know how to pronounce it, so this will stick onto the carpenter ants, and carpenter ants are clean freaks, and they really like to keep themselves clean, so when this stuff sticks to them, they go to lick it off of them and ultimately die. Now, why is this important? Because this goes inside. You take this little thing, don't know how to operate it, but basically you fill it with this and you spray this in those little cavities, those little tunnels and holes that were in that wood. Now that wood's gone and there are no carpenter ant sightings in that wood. So you're probably asking yourself, Becca, if you haven't seen any carpenter ants on the inside, but obviously they're there, like, what's next? No, really, great point. That's a great point. That's a good one. I'm about to share with you guys quite possibly the most embarrassing thing I've ever shared with you guys. Some of you might say otherwise, but I think it's pretty dang embarrassing. But I did find another carpenter ant section that they're clearly in. I just didn't know at the time what it was. I thought it was just a little hole or something. Let me elaborate some more by showing you. So I spray foamed it, not this much. What happened was the can exploded and just kept going, but there is a carpenter ant tunnel underneath this. Not my finest of moments. I have no idea how I'm gonna get that out. That's not good. They are coming in from somewhere, or they have to have a big nest. I mean, they destroyed those 2 pieces of wood. That's a lot of carpenter ants. And I know this cabin very well because it's literally bare bones, done everything by hand, so I would have known if I saw another one, and I haven't, except for that one up there. Which leaves us with 2 options. 2 terrible options, actually. One commonplace is your roof. You have one little spot with moisture on your roof, they're gonna be there. Or they could be coming in underneath the floor. That's our 2 options. And I don't know where they're getting in from. Let's get these bait traps outside. Not saying they necessarily would, but I put this barrier up on all 3 of them, just in case the dogs sniff around it and thinks, you know, oh, that smells good. The girls and I are headed out. I need to fill 2 propane tanks so we can stay here for a few days, not have to worry about anything. The nights are cold. Anyways, onwards and upwards, let's go fill some propane tanks. I have an update on what we're gonna do with the shed. I'm not giving up. The store had a few things that we're gonna test out. I definitely need to get the truck set up. That'd be pretty nice. Taz! Ow. Girl, your nails are long. Okay, I got the stuff. The girl at the store, she was so sweet. She saw me buying, obviously, 3 cans, and she said, oh, do you have a mouse problem in your camper? I said, no, a shed. And this is what she gave me. For free, by the way. Not these, I paid for these. She gave me this bag of cedar, and I don't know if you've ever smelt cedar, but holy, it smells unbelievable. It's an out-of-world experience, real cedar. It's incredible. She said that they hate the smell of cedar, and she put them under her sink at her cabin or house or whatever that she has a mouse problem in, and they never go in there anymore. Like, she doesn't have a mice problem because of this. Someone confirm or deny if this was just, I don't know, but that's crazy. Whoa, this one comes out way faster. Some beautiful wasp nests. Let's go. Are we kidding? I was about to leave the shed and it broke the door. Everything at this cabin is falling apart. All right, please close correctly. Okay, cool. I just put new screws in it. Anyways, I did this side because I couldn't get it from the inside of it, so I did it outside. We've actually gotten a lot done. I'm pretty proud. The shed looks good. The truck's a mess. We put out the bait traps. The doggies are happy. Yeah! I have them on like a wicked long leash just so they don't run off. I know Sky won't run off, but Taz would. I found that out the hard way earlier. Taz. Ooh, that was a gunshot. Ooh, ooh. Welcome to Maine. Oh, okay. They're still going. Yep. The girls are inside the truck, looking beautiful as ever. No way. Is that Frank? What? That is the weirdest timing ever. And I wish that was planned. Frank's here. Oh, no way. Look what I just found. It's a carpenter ant. I literally just watched him fall.
To say the very friggin' least.
It's gonna be weird having a wall back up here. It was actually kind of cool when I walked in. Do what you can. Oh, look, another carpenter ant. Look, this is how bad it is. You can kind of see. Put literal hole right there. Better shot. Destroyed this piece of wood. And then this is the other side, not as bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that stuff in here that you spray in their nest. Because I think this is the carpenter ant nest. I'm no scientist, okay? But if I had to guess, this is the nest. Because it's the most activity and the most carpenter ants I've seen. Actually, I haven't seen any carpenter ants inside the cabin until literally right now. So poison is definitely going in there. I'm also sweating profusely. I'm just gonna put some out like this. Once I take this black piece off, I'm gonna squirt it in that hole, which is where they're definitely hanging out. Put it in that hole. Squirt it in there. Now we just have to see and keep on checking the next few weeks and see if they're still there. And not few weeks, I don't know. I'm sure you guys will let me know if how long I should wait before I start doing anything, because you can't really start doing much with those carpenter ants deteriorating the wood here. I got some outdoor lights. Don't know when that's going to be installed. Eventually. Well, Frank left. Sad day, but he is the man, the myth, the legend. He kind of just helped me figure out Starlink. It's not where it's going to be mounted, but that means I can put some security cameras up. Super exciting. Okay, here we go. How good is Starlink? I'm not even near the router. I'm in my truck, so this isn't even as good as it would be, if that makes sense. It still says uploading 0%. But it says 2 hours and 10 minutes left, and it keeps going up. But if that's accurate, now it just dropped to 1 hour and 48 minutes to upload this YouTube video. It just dropped to 1 hour 37. This is not political, by the way. Please do not make this anything crazy. I was scared to tell you guys about the fact that I got Starlink because anything revolving around, you know, I'm scared, but just know that my only option was Starlink, and this is not a political movement by me. This is a politics-free zone. Okay, I literally had no other option. It was either Starlink or never being able to upload a YouTube video out here ever again. So I obviously picked Starlink. My God, this is so sick. I'm literally in the middle of the woods right now, northern Maine. If you thought carpenter ants were gonna kill my vibe, psych. Tonight on the menu, cranberry chicken salad on a toasted bagel. If you can't tell, the rain said, never mind, I'm actually gonna come say hello early. And now it's pouring rain. Very, very loud. Say goodnight. See you in the morning.
Good morning, girl.
Good morning.
Hey, Sky. Oh my God, Tazzy.
Oh, what Taz?
Taz. Did you get hurt?
I don't know. What the heck happened there?
Oh my God, you're adventurous.
This is Heath. How we know each other is kind of cool. I played roller hockey on the same team as his son, and my mom, his wife, have worked together for over 20 years. So naturally, my dad and him are besties, and his family and mine have been close for a very long time. The boys are already stopped, and we're ripping all this insulation off. And on this side as well. First off, because we want to see if there's any carpenter entrances or whatever on that side, and this just looks terrible. I don't know why there's insulation on it, to be honest, so taking all that off. And on this side too. This side looks terrible. There we go. That's crazy. I knew it. They were either on the roof or the foundation. This was the piece that was like against foundation, and that is like a full-on carpenter ant tunnel, and all this is the frass.
Yeah, I can get that.
Look at all the frass. That's carpenter ant frass because they don't eat the wood.
Oh, okay.
So that's what they do.
It's like sawdust.
Yes, literally. A piece of that one looked like. You see, that one's not touched. I think it's this side because that was the wall that they destroyed inside.
Okay.
So that makes sense. Yeah, look, it's all their frass.
Look at the tunnel. Oh, you just take a picture of that shit.
Yeah, I definitely gotta put the bait traps over here.
Oh, that's underneath?
Oh yeah, we have to get all this out.
Alright.
That was the easy part.
Yep.
Something was 100% living under there.
Yep. Hey there, little guy. You're evicted.
The floorboards look incredible underneath that insulation, so
Right.
we'll see. But like one singular mice, because you can see the little divot in there.
Yeah, that's a fam.
Yeah, I can already see stuff. Definitely one in this one too. Oh, wow.
Holy smokes.
Okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Okay, this is your...
This looks like a hornet's nest that they...
Definitely, yes, definitely.
I think they grabbed it and used it as in their nest.
Maybe. We're taking insulation out from underneath the house. All those years of playing Tetris paid off.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure if that's part of a nest or if that's
Yeah, I
the
don't...
wood.
That's recently dead too. Oh!
What? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh my god.
That's where they're living.
Oh no.
Oh, they died as a family.
Oh, that looks like a mess, doesn't it?
So many dead mice. Cover your eyes, kiddos, if you're watching. Sorry. How many dead mice will Becca find? I'm in the double digits for sure. The floorboards are in very good condition. Here's a good visual for you guys. Like, everything's in great condition underneath her. This might be the first one. Oh yeah, there it is.
One more here.
Oops, I might have missed that one. Well, now we know where the mice are living though. That's crazy. The last piece of insulation is all the way back there, and that's gonna suck. That's gonna suck real bad. All right, I'm gonna get myself ready for the day. And my dad and I are gonna run into town, grab a few things. I put more of the poison out for the carpenter ants where we actually saw them on the other side. We're getting a lot done. You're gonna stay back with Heath. You guys are gonna stay with Heath. I'll be back. All right, we went to the store, got some stuff. The boys have their own little project going on. I've got my little project going on. We got vents. Yeah. Yep, gotta vent the foundation, and we ripped those fake vents off. They weren't really vents, to be fair. They were just insulation. That's like the old owner just shoved insulation everywhere. If you guys remember my old ceiling. Yeah, so this is what he did. It's quite interesting. No, don't sniff that. No. Okay, so they kind of fit, kind of don't. That's not going anywhere. Well, Heath is on the roof doing the Starling. Do you need any help? What do I do from down here?
Just moral support. You're good.
You got my moral support. There's one last vent that we need to install also, but I didn't install the last one because the one underneath there is way bigger than these. So we definitely need a different one. My dad just ran to the store. The ones that we've been using, they have like this netting behind it, which is perfect because it helps with bugs, mice, and everything. All that fun stuff. So we want something similar. Hopefully my dad finds a good one. He said that there might be one, so hopefully, because that one is a way bigger foundation vent than these are. Installing Starlink so I can actually upload a YouTube video and then we're good to go.
41 and a half down there. Why is it not up here? What's going on with that?
You missed? Alright. Oh yeah, that hole should be good. There we are. Yes. The rain keeps coming and going, but I feel so bad because it started raining. It's done now. It's just like little drizzles and then it stops. Starlink's up. I'm gonna check to make sure everything's good in a minute, but we're gonna install the last vent. Hopefully it fits on it. I don't know. Frank is jamming to some music. Just chilling in my foundation. As you can see, the foundation looks so much better. It looks like a whole different cabin. I called the trash company and he came same day, absolute legend. We're getting rid of this entire trash pile so I can no longer look like a hoarder, which would be ideal. So people in the neighborhood like me. In order to keep this cabin in good shape, making sure the surrounding area is cleaned is crucial. So that's one of the things we did accomplish, and I'll have to keep up with that as we build. We found another carpenter ant nest, put out the needed chemicals, ripped up the insulation hanging out on the outside and under the floorboards, installed Starlink, and finally got rid of the trash. I'd say this was one successful few days at the cabin. Thank you guys for watching. I love you.